Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys another one of the decks that I made. This is a weird one, a little bit expensive, but it still works, even right now after all the nerfs on every card. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so we are going against Sir Man. Like always, I start off with the good luck, and a log which ends up hitting one of his wall breakers. Helps me a little bit. And then after the bomb tower, I can already guess he's running that one wall breaker minor deck. So I am terrified. I go for Hunter in the back, even though I know it's not a very good play. He goes Valkyrie, and I have a feeling that pretty soon he's going to play Magic Archer once I'm in front of the tower. And I was right, but my Valkyrie was too late, so he still ends up getting a few shots. I go for Royal Hogs, and then I go for Predict Log, but it's not very good. I end up getting very little damage. But I end up dealing with the Spear Goblins, so that's a little bit of damage. I avoided, but it didn't matter. He had Minor and Cycle. I get a little bit of damage there, but it's nothing too bad. I go for a rocket. I don't want another incident with the Magic Archer. And then my Bone Dragons die way too quickly. Skeleton Dragons, I mean. I go for more Royal Hogs, and I go for a Log. He ends up having to use quite a bit of Elixir on that, so he doesn't have enough to attack. I go for another Bomb Tower, knowing that he was going to have Wall Breaker soon. And I was hoping it would drag the Valkyrie over, but it didn't, so I ended up having to put another Valkyrie. I once again split Skeleton Dragons in the back, or in the front I mean, just to deal with that Bomb Tower. It ends up dealing with a little bit. I just go for a Hunter and a Log, and that ends up negating all the damage he could have done. I go for Bomb Tower, and that ends up dealing with the Magic Archer. We end up getting rid of the Valkyrie too. So far it's a pretty even match. The only good thing is he does not appear to have Tornado. So I go for another Hunter to defend. I go for more Skeleton Dragons to get rid of that tower. It's the worst thing for the Royal Hogs. So then I go for those and then for a Log. And I still end up getting a little bit of damage thanks to missing my Hogs. I go for another Bomb Tower just to keep spamming so that he can't get a good attack going. My Hunter is perfect against any tank. Most underrated epic in the game. I go for a Valkyrie so he doesn't lock onto my tower. And I end up defending perfectly again, so I go for more Royal Hogs since he's down Elixir. Then I go for another Log. And we end up getting pretty close to knocking his tower. So I go for another Bomb Tower. And another Hunter. And we defend everything perfectly. So I go for another Rocket to start getting more chip damage. My Hunter deals with the Spear Goblins. They get one hit on the other tower, but that doesn't matter this far into the game. Then with my Log and my Hogs, I get no damage at all. But I'm within rocket range, so all I have to do is cycle and defend. That's exactly what I do right here. Royal Delivery deals with everything. And I just go for a rocket, and it is GG. Well played to my opponent. Alright, so getting into another match. I start off logging and then I split Skeleton Dragons in the back. He has the Golden Knight, so I go for Hunter, since I didn't have anything to cycle unfortunately. But I end up dealing with it perfectly, but I'm down quite a bit of Elixir, and his Mega Minion cleans up everything else. So he goes for a balloon, and I didn't want to risk anything, so I go for a rocket. And he ends up laughing at me. I already know he's going to be a toxic player. So I go for a Royal Delivery since this deck has no small troops to sacrifice. And I go for Valkyrie, hoping to start up a little push. But I'm out of Elixir completely. Then he goes for Bats. I never have anything in cycle for those. So then I go for Royal Hugs and a log to get chip damage and deal with Spirit Goblins. He puts a Golden Knight, but even with the dash, it's not enough. And I end up getting quite a bit of damage. I'm almost 1,000 in the lead. I go for a Hunter. I should be able to clean up everything, even after the dash. The bomb goes down and it actually defends the Hunter. And after that, the Golden Knight does still end up getting one hit. But we're still in the damage lead. I go for more Skeleton Dragons. My favorite play is to split them, doesn't matter where. But they end up getting dealt with really easily. Low health troops. I go for another Royal Delivery. And I wasn't expecting the Spirit Golems, so I have to Valkyrie them in case they get more damage than I want them to. But I end up defending perfectly again. I go for a Bomb Tower, just so he can't place anything. And right there I go for a Hunter against a Balloon. But I'm not expecting the lightning, so I end up having to spend a lot more Elixir than I wanted. He still laughs. He goes for another Golden Knight, but this time I miss it. He ends up almost knocking my tower, even after the log. It was getting very bad right here. And then the Prince went for the Valkyrie instead of the Royal Recruit, so we were down a little bit. But after this, I end up spamming everything at the bridge. And I do end up getting a little bit of damage. I go for a rocket to see if I can finish off the Prince. And then after this I go for a log and clean up everything nicely. I end up getting a little bit more damage. I go for a Bomb Tower and then I wait because I know he has lightning in cycle. Second that goes down, put down the Hunter, and I end up defending it perfectly. So we are getting kind of close to having our tower knocked. But at this point his tower is within rocket range, so I just wait. And then once it's ready, I send it. And I won the game. I tell him good game. So getting into our fourth match of the day. I start off with saying good luck, and I split Skeleton Dragons in the back. He's playing Elixir Golem it looks like, so I already know it's going to be an easy win. He starts putting everything on one side, starting a big push. But I already have my rocket, which makes it perfect against this type of deck. So I wait till he puts one more troop, and then I put a rocket. Battle Healer comes down at the same time. So yeah, I missed the Inferno Dragon, which was bad, but the 100 cleans that all up, like always. And I end up getting a little bit of free Elixir. So I decided to go for the Royal Hog. But he placed everything to beat them, so they end up getting no damage. So he's still in the damage lead by a little bit. So then he starts building up another massive push with the Elixir Golem. So I start cycling my troops in the back. And I get the rocket ready for when they're in range. But first I do a Royal Delivery to stun everything, and it turns out that's all I needed. With this I end up getting a little bit more free Elixir. So I just cycle Skeleton Dragons in the back, and then I split Royal Hogs. Because I know he's not going to defend it very well. Right here I end up getting quite a bit of damage from one Skeleton Dragon. Then I go Hunter on one side to deal with the Battle Healer. So he starts spamming the other side with the Elixir Golem, making another huge push. Same strategy he has been doing the whole game. So I log so I don't start leaking Elixir to get chip damage. He fireballs it. And then right here he starts getting a really big push. And he ends up getting 2 Elixir Golems. But my Hunter and my Bomb Tower clean it all up perfectly. And it ends up giving me an insane amount of Elixir. Even my opponent is stunned. It was easy to deal with. He's as shocked as I am. So I go split Royal Hogs again. And then right here, that Valkyrie ends up winning the game for us. She ends up getting one more hit and puts it almost within rocket range. So I rocket it and go for a log since I'm in the Elixir lead. And now I just gotta cycle back to another rocket and it would be a good game. Well played. So with this deck so far, we managed to get 5 wins, 0 losses, as you guys can see. Not very good opponents, but it's still a very good deck. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching the whole video. This is the full deck. And let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on this channel next time.